You're listening to Gaming Buzz, your source for information and entertaining discussions about video games for video game enthusiasts. With your hosts, Jacob, Darien, and Christian, all huge nerds who can never have too many games. Now, let's get this started.
Hello and welcome to episode 22 of Gaming Buzz. My name is Jacob, and guess what? Darian's here.
Yes, and this episode number is my favorite number.
22?
Yes.
Are you like a big Taylor Swift fan?
No, it's my birthday number in January.
Oh.
So if any viewers hear that, January 22nd, send me stuff.
You're just here for the free stuff.
Right.
We haven't gotten any free stuff, but maybe.
Right.
And you know what else? I'm here with Christian.
Yes, I'm also here.
Hi, Christian.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good.
Great.
Small talk is great.
Yep.
Make
Have you seen the weather today?
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, it's so getting warm outside. 60 degrees last night.
Man, it is nice it being summer.
Kind of summer. It's not quite summer as the recording of this episode.
Were you guys excited for summer break? Oh, wait.
We're adults. We don't get excited for summer break.
So today we're going to be talking about one of everyone's favorite topics, Pokemon.
Ooh.
Specifically, there's a new generation of Pokemon coming out. We are looking at Generation 7 of Pokemon. And
Everybody else's lucky number.
with the games Pokemon Sun and Moon.
I want sun. I'm just saying that.
Our plan for this episode, we're going to talk about our predictions for this next installment in the Pokemon franchise. Things we want to see. And maybe some things we don't want to see.
I like speculation.
Speculation's always fun. But before we do that, I gotta find out, what team are you on for the starter Pokemon?
Oh.
So we have 3 starter Pokemon. We have Rowlet, who's a grass-type owl Pokemon. We have Litten, which is a fire-type kitten. And we have Poplio, who is a water-type sea lion.
Ugh.
Christian,
Yes.
which is your favorite?
I'm going to go with Poplio because he's blue.
Poplio?
I choose Poplio. Go.
Which one are there any that you don't really like?
What do you mean? There's only 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
there's
you not like any of them, or do you think they're all okay?
I just want Poplio because I think it looks funny.
What are your opinions on the other 2, though?
Litten is lit, and Rowlet, well, go to Tumblr.
well,
Yes.
So, Darien, your turn. Which one do you like the most?
this is contradictory to my nature. I hate cats, but I like Litten.
Man, Litten's gross. I do not like Litten's design at all.
It looks like that one character from Kill a Kill. No, is it Kill a Kill?
Yeah.
It looks like that one character from Kill a Kill.
But, dude, the thing with it looks like a fan Pokemon.
So it's black and red. Those colors go good together.
You know what also looks like a fan Pokemon? Every other Pokemon, kind of.
So, I hate Litten. I really don't like it at all. Okay?
Right?
I think Rowlet's pretty cool, right? But Poplio is the coolest Pokemon of all time.
You can't trump my Aggron. Oh, wait. Steel ground. Shit.
See, what's really funny about it is the general consensus with the internet is that Rowlet is the god of Pokemon and will never be topped. And for whatever reason, most people on the internet hate Poplio, which is really weird because we've got 3 people here. 1 likes Litten, 2 really like Poplio, and no one really vouched for Rowlet.
But everyone here is just weird. I'm not. But, oh, on another note, which versions are you guys getting?
Well, like I just said at the beginning, sun, so I can say praise the sun when they grab the game from GameStop.
Your Dark Souls reference there.
Yes, just put it on the tab. Ding!
I will be getting Pokemon Moon because I think the legendary Pokemon for it looks a bit more interesting.
I'm going to be getting both.
Way to be a rebel.
Since X and Y, I've been buying both.
I should have a disclaimer there. My sentence should be, if I get one of them, I'm going to get Pokemon Moon. Because I'm not completely sold on it yet. I've been kind of out of Pokemon for a while. It might bring me back if they do some really unique things. But if it's just the same old Pokemon games again, I'm going to skip it.
Well, it's still Pokemon, so it's probably going to have the same formula anyway.
Right, but they need to do some fresh things with the formula, because honestly, it's been getting kind of stale.
Or they need to kind of bring back things that were a couple of generations ago, like a lot of the stuff that they threw out from the Hoenn region and like the Heart Gold Soul Silver games.
So, let's start with our speculations, and why don't we start with the starter Pokemon since we're already on them? When they hit their final evolutions, what do you guys think their types are going to be?
Well, let's just say Raleigh is pretty much going to be the same typing through the whole way.
Yeah, he's going to be a grass-flying Pokemon.
Because if you put like the flying ability and then it doesn't turn out to be flying at the end, it's going to be stupid anyway.
Yeah. And I think it'll just be an owl, so
Yeah.
it'll be a cool owl.
Now for the interesting ones, Litten and Poplio.
I'm thinking Litten's going to be a dark fire.
I think that's to the general consensus is it's going to be dark fire. Now, Poplio, he's the really, really interesting one.
Fighting water.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well,
I am actually thinking water psychic.
Interesting.
Because what do sea lions do a lot of? They balance things and they throw things up in the air, and you could use that as like, oh, he's levitating things. It would be really weird, but it could be cool. Plus, that's not a type we see that often.
Nope. The last ones were Psyduck and Golduck. Those are the only ones I can think of.
so okay, from my options, Litten could be its final evolution could be Fire Poison, which
I'd like to see that.
really
That'd be
interests me because if you think of it, what if like you know how cats always like lick themselves and like throw out their hairballs? Well, imagine a poisonous fireball.
cool. That's gross.
That's a special move or something like that.
Thanks, Christian. Now I'm going to have to go vomit.
Yeah, no
real
problem.
No.
And
Most likely, they're going to make it a firefighting Pokemon.
mm,
quick.
Just in spite of everyone's
But that's
dreams.
Infernape.
And Blaziken
Yes.
and Emboar.
That is just stupid.
I know.
Like, look at all these firefighting.
I know.
Dude, I hated Embor.
And Christian, what do you think about Poplio?
Poplio, I really don't know what could it be. I'm just thinking. I agree with Water Psychic would be interesting. Water Fighting, I don't know, maybe, but like maybe because of its like what arms per se, they could
It's flippers.
flippers. I don't know. I kind of I lean towards the Psychic more because what sea lions actually do.
I could see them making him classy and just straight water,
Yeah.
but I guess those are our three guesses.
What about sea lions? Where do the sea lions live usually? What's their environment like?
They live.
Rocky water.
Rocky water. So what about water rock or something like that?
Who knows?
That could be a thing. But who knows?
We've talked a lot about them starter Pokemon. Let's talk about some other cool new Pokemon. So the first thing, we're probably going to get some more Mega Evolutions, right?
Right.
Are there any Pokemon you guys see from previous generations that you think are going to get Mega Evolutions in this generation?
Mm.
I'm thinking heavily on the Johto Pokemon, the starters.
Yeah, I think Johto starters are given. We already have Gen 1 and Gen 3 starters with Mega Evolutions. It's about time for Gen 2.
Right.
And Gen 2 has some of the coolest starter Pokemon. My personal favorite is Meganium of the three. And I'd love to see it actually be a good Pokemon because it kind of sucks.
I want to see Feraligatr.
I want all three of them to
Yeah.
be really good.
I gotta play through all the generations again, like the older ones, because I really only played Gen 6. That's all.
Christian's
So-
pretty new to the series, whereas like
Yeah.
Darien and I have been playing it pretty much from the beginning.
See, the thing is, I actually played through Gen 3 a couple of times, so already. But, besides obviously the updated version, but like I bought all the other generation games except for Generation 1 on the original Game Boy. I have the Game Boy Advance version
Right.
because it's kind of hard to find Generation 1 over here.
So, you haven't answered the question.
What's the question?
Mega Evolutions.
Mega Evolutions? Not really sure. Maybe Gen 5?
I think that the Gen 5 ones would come back around with a remake of Gen 5.
I can see that.
Well, at this time, we only have one Generation 5 Pokemon that has a Mega Evolution, and it's everyone's least favorite Pokemon, Audino.
It's the one that you get the HP from because HP grinding was extremely difficult in Generation 5.
Audino's kind of meh. I'd love to see Search and Gen 5 Pokemon get Mega Evolutions, and I'm surprised they haven't given any. Zoroark would be really cool.
Garbodor. I want to see a Garbodor.
Yeah, just give Zoroark more hair in the back.
Given that this generation takes place in a region that is very, very, very obviously based off of Hawaii, we're going to see a lot of tropical Pokemon. So what if some tropical-themed Pokemon we've gotten in the past get some Mega Evolutions? How about giving a Mega Evolution to Executor?
Hmm.
In order to make an omelet, you got to break a couple eggs. They're already broken, so...
Right.
What would you guys like to see for new Pokemon? Are there certain, like, creatures or objects that you'd like to see Pokemon based off of in the new generation?
Let's try and get a new starfish Pokemon.
That would make a lot of sense.
That maybe like a new turtle type.
I have a couple that I really want is a dolphin and stingray.
Dude, a dolphin Pokemon. Do we have any of those?
I can't think any.
I can't either. If there is one, we're probably making all of its fans sad, but I can't think of a single one. That would be awesome.
I'd want to see Kabuto and Omanite actually be wild in this region for some reason. Even though, like, they're ancient Pokemon, you get them from fossils, but they've already covered that Pokemon do escape from these different things and people release them, so why can't they be out in the actual world breeding? So,
You know, one Pokemon I'd like to see them create?
what is that?
It's Hawaii. I want a pineapple Pokemon.
Yes. It'd be like Executor's.
Cousin,
Yes.
but it's a pineapple.
Yep. But instead, it doesn't have all the heads and faces. It just has a big face on its body.
There we go. See, Game Freak, we're doing your work for you.
Yeah.
Dolphins and pineapples. There you go.
I mean, you were looking at the garbage for designs in Gen 5, so.
They could do like a hula dancer Pokemon. I mean, you already have Blossom, which kind of is like that.
Instead of a. Yeah.
Do we have any sand Pokemon like sand-like? Because
Well, we do have Dwebble and Crustle, which those basically live in the sand.
well, make another one.
Dunsparce. That one lives in the sand.
Can we get more Dunsparce? Actually, in one of the recent promotional images, they did show Dunsparce. So maybe Dunsparce will get an evolution. Which actually segues into my next question. Are there any Pokemon from previous generations that you think will get new evolutions? Not Mega Evolutions, new evolutions.
Dunsparce.
Dunsparce. We did see that Rotom is getting a new form, which looks awesome.
Pokedex form.
Pokedex form. It's great. So
Weird.
do you guys think we're going to see some stuff like that for others?
I want to see Chatot get another evolution because, it's just kind of there. And it's a parrot, so it's tropical.
I have no clue because I don't really keep in mind all the Pokemon names on my head.
I think Corsello would actually be pretty cool because it's a piece of coral Pokemon, and there's a lot of coral around Hawaii.
Guys,
Yeah.
Yes.
Shuckle.
Oh my. One of the most broken Pokemon of all time, no matter the generation.
He needs an evolution, and then his evolution needs a mega evolution.
Yes, and make it really derpy still.
I'm really excited for this generation, provided it does some really unique things. One thing a lot of people have been talking about, mainly because of the anime of Pokemon, are Pokemon human fusions.
Yeah, and
The big one that has gotten people talking is in the anime, Ash has a Greninja, and when his Greninja can kind of mega evolve, but it's not a mega evolution, and it takes on the properties of Ash.
You mean his clothing?
Yeah, and like his hair and his stuff. It's really, really funky looking, but it's cool at the same time. And they've adopted this into even like the trading card game has Ash Greninja in it.
there's even a manga that touches on this subject with like all trainers.
So, do you guys think that's something we're going to see in the next generation?
Maybe. Well, the thing that concerns me if customization's coming back, which would probably happen, because it's a standalone game.
It's definitely coming back. They've shown off different outfits.
Yes, and
So maybe if they're doing something like that, the Pokemon adapts to whatever clothing you're wearing too, like the color.
what if your clothes and certain Pokemon have the ability, like your starter for say,
Mm-hmm.
what if you're wearing certain clothes and your starter Pokemon can take on properties from your clothes and get stat boosts that way?
That would be interesting.
I think that would be kind of a cool edge. Or say like they can learn certain moves, like special moves if you're wearing certain clothes and stuff.
That would really put a interesting spin on the character customization.
Change the meta.
It can give them stat boosts, do different things. That would be really cool, actually, because then it would make you decide, like, I'm going to save up money instead of just wasting your money to have a bunch of customization options that are just as shallow as going online and saying, hey, look at how unique my character is compared to yours.
Plus, it would give Pokemon unique traits.
Right.
Because most Pokemon, if I have a Pikachu and you have a Pikachu, they're just Pikachus.
Right.
But I could customize my Pikachu to be different from your Pikachu.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
The fighting Pikachu.
Pokken tournament.
So something really interesting that I kind of just thought about right now.
Yes.
In Generation 6, we got one of the coolest Pokemon ever. I don't care what anyone says, Hawlucha.
That one is pretty badass.
Hawlucha has an attack called Flying Press,
Right?
which is the game's first ever dual type move.
Yeah.
It is a fighting type move that can also deal damage as a flying type move. Are we going to see more dual types?
I think that would be really cool.
That would really bring a very good spin to the formula.
That'd be great, I think. It would make things a lot more complicated.
But it makes things more competitive too, and like more serious. Like imagine you're facing somebody, it's like, oh, this person might not or might have a certain move, and it's just like your Pokemon's dead. Super effective.
It'll make like calculating damage kind of hard, but I think it would really revitalize the series if they did that.
Right. Instead of it being this rock, paper, scissors as easy as that. And I mean, it might make the younger fans kind of discouraged from playing if it's a little too difficult. But in the past, I've seen younger people play much more complex RPGs. So why not just add a little bit of that edge?
Yeah, well, it could just be like a mid-game thing. You're just going through the game and this new thing pops up or something like that.
Higher level moves.
Yep. Or just have a just now we're just talking about this. Why just have a whole gym that's just like that?
Now, that would be mayhem, but that would be awesome.
Speaking of Pokemon gyms, what do you guys want to see for some new Pokemon gyms? I'm going to start us off with that. Dark type. Why have we not gotten a dark type gym?
Because you couldn't see.
Well, they did have a ghost gym in Generation 2 where you couldn't see the floor.
Pretty spoopy.
We've gone 6 generations, and the only type that has not had its own gym is dark.
I mean, it has its time in the Elite Four, but not as a gym.
And come on, it's about time we get that.
I think it'd be cool if it was like a sinister gym that it's led by a dark organization, kind of like the Giovanni effect, where spoilers in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow.
Is that really a spoiler?
People often look this over. Giovanni is the last gym leader, and you don't know this, but, well, most people should if you're a Pokemon fan, but you just get to the last gym, and Giovanni's there, and you're just like, what? And he's got a mixed bag, pretty much.
One thing I'd like to see them do, this is Hawaii, right?
Right.
Alola.
Aloha.
Alola.
No, it's Alola, Christian.
Oh.
It's Alola.
Oh yeah, because then it's like copyright.
They need a fire gym that takes place in a volcano.
Actually, they probably would do that.
But that would kill people because you can't even stand like near the tip of a volcano without dying.
Well, in the what was it, Generation 6 had a volcano area. Well, the Hoenn region, like you just walk around next to a volcano,
Yeah, you can walk next to a volcano, but not in it.
but just have the gym like by that area.
But over technicalities, let's just say one in some place taking place in a volcano.
So what my point was going to be, this is Alola, an island paradise.
Right?
Sounds like Puerto Rico.
What if they had characters from older Pokemon games appear in the game on vacation?
AKA Cynthia again, because she hung
Cynthia
out
again.
in Unova. She hung out in Unova, and then they're like, oh, she travels. And then there's, I believe, Whitney, because she traveled, I believe. Or
Almost every gym leader and major character from previous generations appeared in Black and White 2
and
in the World Tournament.
Yeah, and they did speculate Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver by having some of the Johto gym leaders hanging out in the Sinnoh region.
So let's see that again in the new generation.
Like a championship thing when you see the older generation ones.
How cool would it be to see Brock doing the limbo on a beach?
That'd be hilarious. But he's much different in the games, actually. He's not so goofy. He's more of a serious dude.
He's rock hard.
Yeah, he's... I hope they're talking about his abs and not something else.
Like his biceps.
Isn't he in like the original Red? Like
He's in the original generation and in...
yeah, isn't he like shirtless, like crossed arm or something like that?
Yeah, he doesn't look too happy. He's just like, come here and fight my Onyx.
You're taking damage from my bind attack.
Yeah. And then you're like, I still miss the original bind where like you're incapable of attacking for multiple turns.
So I think we've thrown out a whole bunch of cool ideas for the games. Which of those ideas do you think are realistically going to be in Sun and Moon?
A dark gym? No, I'm kidding. A volcano gym.
Yeah, that would. I would safely bet on that.
I'm thinking they might do an ice type gym because of how, if you looked at the map, because there's like an ice region area, in, like very high in the mountains.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty cool idea, right?
Yeah. I saw vehicles, so maybe they'll have to deal with something about driving vehicles. Maybe.
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
Driving controls in a Pokemon game.
Yeah. Well, they did in Fossil Fighters, which is completely unrelated, but that game didn't have driving, so why not now?
So, I have no idea what I'm saying.
So,
Are we done?
No.
we can kind of wrap up. I mean, is there anything else on the list?
The rival.
The rival. We don't need to cover him. He's just going to be a airhead dumb shit.
I had a lot of fun with this discussion, and I can't wait for the coming months to see what we actually got right and what we didn't.
Yeah, I'm going to be tucking money into my savings account so I can buy both versions day one.
I'm pretty sure, hopefully, there's like pre-order bonus is good this year.
That would be nice.
I don't really care about pre-order bonuses. I just want to get it day one.
Well, yeah, but you know, sometimes having something better than like here's like digital code.
Can I have a pen, please? Like Pokemon Company, can you like put pins because I need more pins for my Nintendo hat.
Or last time we got a poster for the remake, so I like that.
Visit our sponsors who make this podcast possible by visiting gamingbuzz.com/sponsors. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to share it on Facebook or Twitter, or you can even submit a show review. You can do so by visiting gamingbuzz.com/22. Gaming Buzz is a proud member of Newsmakers Podcast Network, an ever-growing network of podcasts covering many business and entertainment topics. Check them out at npcn.tv. And as always, I'm Jacob.
I'm Darien.
And I'm Christian.
Thanks for listening to Gaming Buzz. New episodes can be found on gamingbuzz.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.